Hello everyone, I'm Michelle. Welcome to another video. Today we're going to learn the right angle weave, the diagonal right angle weave stitch. And we're going to make a pretty pearl bracelet. You can use 3 or 4 millimeter pearls. And I'm using white, and I've got a three strand box clasp that I'm going to use as the clasp, and we've got a size 10 beading needle. And I got smoke fireline because right now I don't have any more crystal fireline. So if you have the crystal, you probably, or some kind of white thread, probably better off to use that. So get everything together, come back, and we'll get started. Alright, so we're going to pick up 4. I've got a stop bead with about an 8-inch tail. Pick up 4 pearls and bring them down, and then we're going to draw them into a circle by going up through the last bead closest to the tail thread, and then all the other beads, and pull your thread, pull it into a circle, and go through one more. Until you have this little right angle weave unit. Alright, and then we're going to go down through one more. Alright, pick up 3 pearls. Coming out of the side, chase your thread through the opposite side by needling through the opposite side. And pull. Okay, let me get a hold of it. And then we're going to go right through the bottom pearl and up through the side. Pick up 3 more pearls. Coming out the top of the pearl, needle through the bottom of that same pearl. And then come through the top pearl and the side pearl. Needle through the bottom pearl of this unit. We need to work our way to the bottom pearl of the middle unit. So we'll have to go up through the top. And the bottom. Now, this is what we have. We have 3 right angle weave units. Okay, now we need to pick up 3 more pearls. And needle through the opposite side. Our thread's coming out on the right. We're going to needle through the left. That middle pearl in the bottom. And we're going to come down the side bead on that unit. And we've got 2 beads already, so we need to pick up 2 pearls and we need to come around and needle through that bead right there, pull, and needle down through the side, through the bottom, and through this side bead to put on our third and final unit of this row. So pick up 3 more pearls, and we're coming out here. We want to go up through that same bead, alright, and then we want to go through the top, down through the side, and here's our new row. These 3 beads here we'll be working out of. So we need to needle or maneuver around to get to the middle bead of that next row. Down through the side and the middle bead. And that's where we'll begin. Pick up 3. Oops. Coming out the middle bead, needle through the opposite side. And down through. Trying to hold the piece still, but it's hard to maneuver like that, so I'll do my best. And then pick up 2. Always the second, it's add 3, and then add 2, and then add 3. Alright, so right here is the 2 beads we're going to be working out of. So we'll come through the top bead, and come down through the side bead, the bottom bead, and up through the side. Now we have to pick up 3, and needle up through that pearl that we're coming out of. Oops. Through the top. Oops. What did I do? Through the top. I gotta hold it differently. I can't hold it straight up. I gotta make my way to that middle, the bottom bead of that middle unit. I've seen people just jump over to it. You know, like straight across like that, but that, oops, like that. But that is not right angle weave. You have got to maneuver all the way around in right angles. So we'll come up through the side bead, and I hold my bead whenever I pull to keep it in place, and then we'll go the top, down through this side bead. And over through the center. Alright. Okay, let's do it one more time. Pick up 3. Pearls. Threads coming out the center bead. Go through, needle through, on the opposite side, that same bead. Pull and it'll form a circle. And we need to come down that side bead. And we've got 2 beads here to work with, so we got to pick up 2 beads. Needle through. This is diagonal right angle weave. And you can see we're kind of working on a diagonal here. And we will fill in so it's straight across when we get to the end. Alright, so if you're not paying attention, it's kind of, you might lose your place, but there. Oh, we got to work our way over to this bead. And up. And we pick up 3 beads. Oh, is that sliding clear? Okay, pick up 3. And we'll come chase the thread through that same bead. Oops. Then we'll come through the top. And come down through, and we'll work our way back to that bottom bead of the center unit. And see, it kind of comes apart, but after we add on to it, it draws it back together, so don't worry. That's what kind of throwing me off when I turned the camera off. Alright, and we'll go up. And then we'll attach it there, and that'll draw it in. See that? And we'll come down and through that bottom bead of that center unit. Remember, the row we're working on is on a diagonal. These 3 beads right here, see, it goes up in a diagonal. That's the 3 beads we'll be you'll be building off of. And I like the way it turns out. It just like straight rows of pearls. It's very, I don't know, classy looking. Okay. So yeah, finish to your length. Now remember to measure your clasp and then subtract that from the length you want your bracelet. Alright, come back and we'll do the ends and put our clasp on. Okay, I'm going to do the last row together to make sure you understand what we're doing here. So we always start, here's our row right here, and we always start at the bottom bead of the middle unit, and we're coming out that bead, and we're going to pick up 3 pearls. We're coming out on the right side. We're going to go through the left side of that bottom bead, Then we're going to come down to the side bead, and we have 2 beads out of our unit. We need 4, so we're going to pick up 2 more. And we're going to come through the top bead. Oops. We're going to come down through the side bead. And we want to work our way over to this side bead right here. So we're going to go through the bottom bead. And up through that side bead. Right there. Okay, then we're going to pick up 3. So there's 3, we're working out of 3 beads on each row. You pick up 3, then you pick up 2, and the last right angle weave unit you pick up 3. And go through the opposite side of that bead that your thread's coming out of. Alright, and now we want to work our way to this middle bead. Instead of going all the way around and back around, we're just going to shoot right across here in a right angle, of course, and that connects, that pulls that close, and then we're going to come down the left side bead and to the bottom middle bead. Alright, now watch what happens when we pick up 3 beads. If I can pick up 3 beads. Now come on, what's going on here? There's 1. Three. Alright, we'll go through that center bead, and voila, we're straight across. Alright, I'm trying to think what my next move will be. We'll come through this bead. Through the top, or the side of the top, like that, and we'll come down through this corner bead. Alright, and there is one end of our bracelet. Alright, so there's, see those fits are like right in the grooves and the spaces in between the beads. So let's see. I'll be right back. Alright, excuse me, I got out some little size 11 seed beads. Let's see if this will work. So we'll come up through the first loop on our clasp, and we will pick up a pearl and an 11 seed bead, bring it down, skip the seed bead and go through the pearl, Alright, then we will come through this second pearl on the bracelet, and we'll go up through the second loop of our clasp. Do the same thing, pick up a pearl and 11 seed bead. Okay, skip the 11 now, go down through the pearl, and then go down through the third, wherever the hole is, the third pearl. So make sure that you pull these have got to be pulled down tight so they're sitting on top of the loops though. Excuse me. Alright, so I'm through the third pearl, then I go through the third loop on the clasp and pick up a pearl and 11 seed bead. And I'll skip the seed bead, go down through the pearl, try to hold it in place while you pull. Make sure it's pulled down tight. And then we'll come back up through that pearl, that third pearl. It's not pulled tight. Let me see. Alright, and let's see. I need to pull that together, so we'll come down through this side pearl. My thread's on. And there we go. That's cool. I like that look. You can't really, you can't see the loops. You just see pearls. So we just, we sew off. We keep going around in right angles. Let me try it this way. You can go a different way and go around in a circle. Just, this is just trying to secure the end of our thread so we can cut it and go to the next side. But you gotta do it in right angles. Oops. Alright, and I think that's good. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut my thread. I don't want to go too And see how see where I went around and stuff with that black, that smoke fire line? It's darker, you can kind of see the black more. So I don't want to go around too much. And then on this other end, the tail thread, I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough with that tail thread to sew in the other side of my clasp, but we'll try it. So take off the stop bead, thread your, if you left a long enough piece of tail thread, thread your needle with it and we'll break. Okay, so I've got my tail thread threaded, and I've got to work my way down to that center bead. So I'll go up through this, the top bead needs to be connected, so it's a good thing we're going this way to connect it. And there we are. And we'll come down and through that middle bead, that center bead of the bottom. Alright, and then we'll just pick up 3. Oops, I lost it. These pearls are hard to pick up. Alright, and then we'll just go through that center bead. And there we go. Now we'll go here. And go the top bead. And at this corner bead. Alright, and we will leave this connected so that way we know it's going to be the right direction. We'll come up through the first loop of the clasp, pick up a pearl. By the way, this little trick I learned from Kelly Dale, the Beaded Path, and it's great. I thought it was a great little trick, and I forget where she said she learned it. So I don't think there's anything we do that hasn't been done before, just sometimes in a little different ways. And oh, we don't go down through the loop, we just skip the seed bead and go down through the pearl and then pull it tight. What am I doing? Alright, let me get that tight down to that loop. Alright, and then we go down through that next pearl on the bracelet side. Okay, then we come up through the center loop of the clasp. This is going to be a little difficult. Maybe I won't be able to put this one on because of this, the release. So I just come up through the loop and I'll go down through that next pearl. Okay, I didn't add a pearl. I didn't add a pearl to the clasp of this. Alright, and then we'll come up through the last loop. We'll pick up a pearl. Now, if your clasp isn't like this, if it doesn't have that release, you can go ahead and put the all 3 pearls on. Okay, we'll skip that 11-0, go right back down through that pearl. Get it as tight as possible. There we go. And go I think I'm going to go up through that bottom pearl since it's sticking up a little bit. There we go. Oops. I went through. I came out of the loop, and this is the very corner bottom pearl. I went through that. Let's go through the next pearl. And let's just sew in right angles all around. See, the tail was, oops, got caught. Don't get caught. The tail was plenty big enough to just keep sewing. I don't want to too much, so I don't want to turn it black with this thread. So I'll probably end right here, and I will clip my thread, and there is our beautiful bracelet. I love the way the pearls just line up perfectly. You know, that's why I like this diagonal right angle weave. It just looks so perfect. Look at that. I might not be able to clip it back on video. Let's see. Not good with this. Okay, that's good. And so here, yeah, it's our beautiful. This could even be bridal, you know, some kind of, maybe a bridal bracelet. Alright, so thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you in the next video.